It's come to my attention that most actors have no idea how good this button is. No, shut up. Not that button. This button. Let's talk about it. Now, of course, the general consensus is everybody and their mama talking about some, oh my god, Actor 2K is still broken. All they do is he can't tip and lie and math 2K. Shut up, bruh. We get it. But being real here, there are very few scenarios where this button actually matters enough for people to whine about the way they do. But this button right here, I don't know why y'all sleeping hard and embarrassing this button, because this button is ridiculous. But I'm gonna go ahead and cycle through the reasons why 5K is strong and why you should be using it. So off the bat, this button grants you about 5 options to rotate from. So we got ID back JS, 5K ID back delay jump P, 5K ID back nothing, 5K 2K, and 5K grab. That is 5 simple yet effective ways to use 5K on offense. 2K sometimes can be useful, but yeah. It's not like it's useless. You do have a few options like 2K for close slash, pretty good, catches jumps. And it will also clip a backdash. And you can also go into Rain Warrior to catch a button. But like, main difference being the options that you get from 5K beats the counterplay to the 2K options that I've shown you before. And they also do a little bit more. But I'm just going to go through the options and kind of go through the strengths of them. And then I'll also go through how you utilize them in game. Alright, so first up is ID back JS. And this one's good for 2 reasons. One being, it forces them to IID at you. And 2, if done correctly, you will beat most 6Ps. There are a few 6Ps that do beat this string, like Millia and Geo. But for the sake of time, I'm just going to leave it there, because we have ways around it anyways. Alright, next up, 5K ID back delay jump P. This is where it's still get a little bit annoying for them, because now with the jump P, you're controlling the air. But not only that, the reason you delay the jump P is that even if they don't IAD, they'll be forced to stand up to block the jump P. And even if they do decide to commit to 6P, you punish. And in that case, you can also confirm into air snail. Jump P in general is a pretty underappreciated button from Axel. But with this string, you can kind of see like what makes the button good. You know, it's decent speed, decent range, controls the air, good reward going into air snail, which gives you space, which is what you want. Just an overall decent button for air control. And next up is 5K IID back nothing. This option will mostly be used to see how they're sponsoring your IID, whether they want to jump, or you can also use it to disengage, right? Just to gain space back. But the other good thing about this string is you can also use it as a reaction tool, right? Like, you either do nothing, or if you react to them IID, you can jump P. If they decide to not do anything, you could do nothing, right? But I mean, as I mentioned earlier, there's no real risk to doing this. Because, I mean, if they don't IID, they have to block. If they IID, they get smacked. If they 6P, they still get smacked. So, not really a real reason to not use this. Alright, next up is 5K 2K. Just your standard frame trap string. Good for if they want to mash throw or mash 6P. Like if they were to mash 6P. Or if they were to throw. I still mama. Alright. And last, if they commit to IAD, they fire it over. Bonus points if you're able to smack it. And yeah, do something like that as well. And last, we got 5K grab. Obviously, this is good for when you're expecting here or just afraid to do anything, because you're already checking their approach, your whip punishing their 6P. Or obviously, there's going to be a DP in play, right? The timing is a bit tight for DP, especially depending on the spacing. So you kind of just have to be aware of how far you are, because if you're too far, then you're not going to be able to grab. So just make sure that you're like in their face. You can grab it, right? If you're spaced out, you could go for, you know, the other options, or just like walk back if you want to. But for the most part, 5K grab should work against DPs and parries if you are in their face. Alright, that's basically everything. Obviously there's nuances and responses that related to spacing and character specific answers. But for the most part, this is the doors that open when you use this button. And you're probably sitting there thinking, but Riot, why wouldn't you just 5K for rainwater? Are you serious? And you know what, you watch this entire video and you think rinky dick ass rainwater is useful here. Do you want to die? Cut it out! Alright, but for real, if y'all like the video, make sure to click the thumbs up button. I got more stuff cooking up. I'm gonna try to be pumping stuff out, so stay tuned. Until next time, I'll catch y'all boys later. Peace the fuck out!